In visual range now, sir. Preparing final approach. Control, this is Sky Ranger 1 requesting permission to land.
Copy, Sky Ranger. Permission granted. You are cleared for pad number 3.
Gonna take more than a hole in the ground to beat those things. Just admit it, you're impressed. So, what is the Bureau anyway?
Bureau of Operations and Command.
Never heard of it.
You were never meant to. This base wasn't meant to be operational for another year. We've called in every operative we had earmarked for the project, but, well, let's just say that we'll be a bit understaffed.
Director Falk, sir. Welcome back.
These two are with me.
At least this location is secure.
And I intend for it to stay that way. I'll be giving a report to all staff at 0300. Report to the operations room at that time. I have a lot to prepare, Carter. Agent Weaver will show you around.
Down here, Carter. Come on. When Ivan put Sputnik up, the brass got scared. This project became top priority. Off the books, of course.
That did it. Hold it there. Don't move it. All right, people. Show's over. Back to work.
Carter, this is Nico Da Silva, Senior Field Agent. Nico, you'll be sharing your workspace with Agent Carter.
Welcome to the most advanced facility on Earth.
Falk wants him up and running ASAP. Time is of the essence. Straight from his mouth.
Gotcha. Well, come on. Our office is right over here. That Weaver is one tough broad. So, this is us. This is my desk here. Yours is over there. Get comfortable, Will. Things as they are. This is both your office and your quarters. Do you mind if I call you Will?
Yes, I do mind.
Well, I'm not calling you Agent Carter. I might be military, but I'm not that formal.
I prefer William.
Yeah, well, I prefer Nico, even if my mother insists on calling me Nicholas. There are some things that are just beyond our control.
I can see we'll be fast friends, you and I.
Glad to hear it. My supply of friends got cut a bit short lately.
That all, Da Silva?
For now, sure. You have any questions, just ask. And one more thing.
Yeah?
The old man, Director Falk. He's a hard man to impress, but you managed it. Not what I expected after reading your file. Only pleasant surprise I've had all day.
Konnichiwa, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. It's been a while. That's been quite a long while, actually. That was a long intro there for this episode. I do apologise. I was hoping to get that on the last video, but it didn't really work out. So, you read my file.
How many people around here know my history?
We all know each other. Don't worry, you'll get to read up on us too. The old man thinks that the more attached we are to one another, the better we'll be in the field. The Bureau might be an adjustment for you. We work in teams here. Seems like you're more accustomed to operating alone.
Yeah, well, I'm also accustomed to the enemy being human. An attack like this, it's gonna mean a lot of adjustment for everybody. I'm a different man today than I was yesterday, you know?
Ain't that the truth?
Interesting. We're gonna
I need to get myself
skip all this.
oriented. Let's talk later.
Sure thing, Will. Good to have you on board.
Right, so
Sounds
we
like
sort
the
of
director's about to start. Come on, let's get the good seats.
we took long enough doing the intro, so more intro. Fun times. What a way to start off.
Lights.
Epic music.
We are at war, and not the one we were expecting. Groom range, 2100 hours. Survivors, 6. In just a few minutes, our enemy managed to destroy the primary Strategic Command Center. By 2130, Strategic Command itself ceased to exist. Our combined military forces have been routed. The comms have gone dark. The red phone will not be ringing. And that is why, as of now, I, Myron Falk, am assuming command of what's left of our nation's defenses. The Bureau was founded to coordinate resistance forces in the event of a complete and successful Soviet invasion. That mission remains the same, even if our enemy does not. We now face an opponent from beyond our world, whose identity is yet unknown. But make no mistake, this enemy has crippled us. They have technology decades beyond what we possess. We must make it our own. Their weapons will become our weapons, and when they do, we shall annihilate them. I give you new orders. Survive, adapt, win.
Sounds simple.
Welcome to XCOM.
Holy crap.
I'm sorry. Country needs me.
Your family needs you.
No! No, I can help them. Let me help them!
Will. Carter. Hey, Will, wake up.
What?
Jesus, Carter. How is it you look worse than before you went to sleep?
Holy crap.
I'm fine. And you yelling for me to wake up doesn't help.
I wasn't the one yelling.
What did I say?
Something about a fire. I don't know. I guess after the morning you had, it makes sense.
No, this wasn't about that. It wasn't about Grim Range.
Well, my guess is you're not the only one having nightmares after this morning. Head shrinking's gonna be a big business after this war. If there isn't after this war. Christ, that was dark. Anyway,
Yeah, I was
Falk's
gonna say
looking
that.
for you. Wants
Very
you in his
dark.
office, ASAP.
Let's go.
I'd better go see what the old man wants.
See you later, Will.
Yeah, you can tell Nico's going to be an interesting,
Damn thing's doing it again. Carter.
interesting
hearing this?
companion. Alright, let's have a look around, shall we? Bit of lag, as expected. One day I will actually get a decent PC. What's the radio? Check the radio.
2. Message repeats. 250.
Better make a note of this and talk to one of the radio operators.
9.
You probably ought to run that by Operator Chelsky
Message
across the
repeats.
hall. Might be important.
250. November.
Also, read!
9.
There we go. Let's go.
You the dispatcher?
A little more than that, Agent Carter. I'm Chief Information Officer with the Bureau.
Information officer, what does that mean?
I oversee the dispatchers, but in addition to that, I also manage our public communications and keep our profile low. And for now, my job is also keeping the public from knowing the scope of the threat.
Makes
Because
sense.
rioting mobs of civilians are the last thing we need right now.
Exactly. You and your agents contain the enemy's attacks, and my operators will keep the public panic level in check.
I'll try not to distract you too much.
As long as you have a good reason. What do you need, sir?
I had a strange signal.
Radio's been playing a strange broadcast. Any idea what it means?
I heard. It's probably an automated weather station nearby, but I suppose it might be instructions for picking up a weaker signal. A clever broadcaster could bypass the worst of the jamming that way.
It could be survivors. We could bring them in.
It's worth checking out. I'll have Operator Hughes run the radio while you give us the data.
First, set the range to...
Oh, God.
Set the range to 250.
Now the direction?
I wasn't expecting them to actually make me remember.
Set the
things
direction
more.
north.
And the frequency?
Set the frequency to
Is it
374 megahertz.
Checking medium frequency.
I've taken enough of your time.
Yes, sir.
Right. Let's go back. let's get a pen. Some description. Where's my pen gone? Honestly, one thing I expect not to do when recording for this Let's Play is actually have to take notes. Right. Right, so 250. So we got the first one right. November, which will be north, and 892. So 892. Let's try that again.
Yes, sir?
Again.
What does the population know?
They're
Keeping
Skip
them in
that.
nothing is.
As I clicked the wrong one.
Radio's been playing a strange broadcast. Any idea what it means?
I heard. It's probably an automated weather station nearby, but I suppose it might be instructions for picking up a weaker signal. A clever broadcaster could bypass the worst of the jamming that way.
It could be survivors.
It's worth checking out.
First, set the range to... Set the
was it
range to
250?
250.
Now the direction
Set the direction.
North.
and the frequency.
And that was
Set the
892.
frequency to 892 megahertz.
Checking ultra high frequency. Nothing. Wait. What is... It's survivors. They're trying to warn others of the attack.
Reply. Tell them they aren't alone. We'll do what we can to assist.
We'll dispatch someone to help, but we'll also have to make sure they stop broadcasting immediately. We can't risk that information spreading.
As long as they get rescued.
Cool. That's that done. Right. This little side quest. Always enjoyable. Let's go up here.
You were there. You
Where's-
saw what he was capable of.
I did. It's just... His file paints a different picture. Speak of the devil.
Carter.
Yeah, I
good.
thought they were talking about
Agent
me.
Weaver is afraid you don't play well with others. I tend to see that as an asset.
To conclude, all signs show a pattern of systemic interference that cannot be explained by known enemies. Excellent work as always, Falk.
Come over here, Carter. I'd like a word.
What do you want from me, sir?
You're not here in this facility by chance. I brought you here quite purposefully. I've been following your career for some time.
We cannot afford to be called.
Uh,
Oh, okay, Myron. I think you've been working too hard.
I like how the music, the sound actually plays on.
Why me? I've been behind a desk since... for a while.
Yeah, but you were a hell of an agent before you sat behind that desk. And what's more, I know what put you behind that desk.
The brass put me there.
Sure, the brass made the call. But it was you who kept yourself there.
I don't need another round of psychobabble. I had enough of that from the company's shrinks after the incident.
It was an accident, Carter. Beyond your control.
Right, yeah. And next you tell me how I can't save everyone.
It's too late for that. But you can save some of them. And right now, that might be enough.
Right. Well, I'm with you, Falk. If only because, for all we know, this clown show you're running here is all that's left of our nation's defenses.
Then that makes you
True.
one of the nation's best weapons.
What I'm interested, what I would have liked, is if we had a bit more sort of interaction with crew members in normal XCOM, because that would be quite cool. Like, I do sort of get attached to the characters in any of my games, so it's like I would like to know a little bit more about them. But oh well.
What do we know
Enemy
about the
intel.
enemy?
Very little. Before this morning, we only knew of scattered oddities. We weren't even sure if they were connected.
Such as?
Deposits of the substance called Illyrium were found in various locations across the nation. There were weather oddities. We received and investigated reports of what we called thinnings, localized instances where the very fabric of reality itself seemed to be warping, then dissolving.
And this was kept secret?
From whom? The populace? The news would have generated mass panic. No, the circle was kept quite small on this.
Interesting.
What is this place? I mean, when aliens from another world aren't attacking our planet.
This facility is essentially fulfilling its intended function right now. It was created to respond to a potential invasion on domestic soil.
Do all of these people work here?
No. Typically, you won't find much more than a skeleton crew here. But Certain carefully selected individuals across all military disciplines are aware of this facility's existence. In the case of a domestic invasion, they're under orders to arrive here.
I never knew about this place.
Well, based on your performance at Groom Range, I'd say that omission was a grievous oversight.
Slightly annoyed that we're getting a bit of sound like, but it's nothing too major.
What's our plan?
Our first order of business is to get this facility running at full capacity. I believe our best shot at defeating an enemy with superior technology is to take that technology from them and make it our own.
And we got the facilities to do that?
We're still finishing construction on the lab, but we've already got one of the best leading the team, Dr. Dresner. And he won't be doing it alone. I'm in the midst of organizing field teams to be sent on recon and recruitment missions for other specialists.
Sweet.
I'm heading down to the ready room.
De Silva will meet you there and help you assemble a team. Get moving.